Hello friends, now I am going to discuss here about how to deal with assemblies. In previous assembly tutorial, I had demonstrated you about how to use different commands on assembly. But at that time I used an engine, and in many cases I got a review that that engine was not being opened in other softwares. Like I had made this engine in Creo parametric 3.0 M030, and the computers installing previous versions are not able to open that file. That's why I am demonstrating another video on the based upon the examples provided in Creo installation only. Okay, in every computer, if you had installed Creo parametric properly, you will get a folder in my computer, C, program files, and go to PTC, Creo parametric Creo 3.0, and here 2.0, where whichever version you are installed. Just think you installed Creo 1.0, then you will here it will be Creo 1.0, and then which version you have installed, that version will be folded as. Just think if you had installed Creo 1.0 M010, then you will get a folder here Creo 1.0, and under that you will get either M010. But in my case I had installed Creo 3.0 M020. Help about here release 3.0 M020. Here you will go to get similar folder M020 and go to common files and demos. Go to demos. Here you will get a folder demo MDX. Here you will get 3 tutorial files which Creo provides automatically in its program files. In order to keep it safe, just copy it and place it in this display. Paste. Don't move that because you will lose that file from the program files. That are not necessary, but for your reference it is necessary. Okay, this is the file, first tutorial, second tutorial, and third tutorial. Go to the first tutorial. Just we are selecting the working directory as desktop MDX tutorial 1 and OK. Just open this assembly, slider crank assembly. And this is a simple assembly of piston, crank, connecting rod, crank, and block. Now I will do this assembly. In my case, select new assembly, and that system is also in inch. So assemble new part. To integrate a new part you will select assemble, but if you have to make a new part in assembly itself, then you will create a new part. Okay, just in my case I am assemble new part, and the first thing is we have to give thumbnails. Okay, now we have to place different things. First of all, put block. Okay, you will have to analyze which will be the rigid part of your assembly, because this will be the base of the starting of your assembly. Because thing is that if any other body is relative to some other body, then that will be the secondary part. But if anybody is the basic body, that means the rigid part, it will not move, and other parts will be taken as reference this, then this will be the first part. Okay, just go to default and select. Default means the origin of this body and origin of our assembly will be coincide. Okay, this is our part, first part. Now integrate second part, crankshaft. Now I will show you how to assemble this. Just first option here, placement Here you can select the relation between the two surfaces, two objects you are going to select, either surface, either planes, either edge, anything, and you will put the relation between those. And if you are going to use connection instead of relation, that means it will leave one, at least one factor of freedom, degree of freedom, sorry. It will leave 1 degree of freedom. For example, if you want to slide a body, then you will use connection, not constraint. Okay, first of all, I am giving this constraint. I am selecting this surface, first surface, and this surface. Then it already demonstrates us 3 of the options. It can be parallel, coincide, normal, or coplanar. Whatever you want, you can choose. Then these are the degree of freedom which are in a color itself. Now that means this degree of freedom is locked. If we didn't delete this relation, then what could happen with our part? We can translate in different direction, x, y, and z. We can rotate in x, y, y, z, and z x. But we are doing these things to constrain our part. That means our part will be fixed to a certain extent. Now I will choose this coincident. Okay, this part is fixed, but thing is that we want to move this part. This part should be rotated. Here it is fully constrained, that means rigid, fixed, but we have to rotate this part. Then we will change this as delete this constraint delete, and we will change it to pin. In pin feature, you will be asked to select an axis of alignment, that means a rotational body, and rotational relation, and translation lock, that means it will not translate in any of the direction. First of all, axis, either you can select any axis if there is, or select two circular points. Now translation, that means it should not translate in any of the direction, and we consider. Now look at this degree of freedom is open. We can rotate this part, and a pin relation is shown here. Here you can see a yellow mark, and you will get it further. You can see it here. Now okay, again next part. We want to assemble connecting rod. Just connecting rod should be here between this, so we will select this first of all pin with this surface, but the outermost surface is being selected, so we will right click to alter the surface. Second, third, we got this surface, select, and we will put it as axis of alignment with this. Okay, second, translation of our object, we will select this face and this face, but thing is that we will have to put it at the middle. Either we will keep some references to do that, but in this case I will show you how to get this easy. Just measure the distance between, right click this surface, right click hold control and select this face. Then it shows the distance between this. Total area perimeter distance is 0.375. just copy this value, come to this component surface, close this, and now instead of putting coincident with this, instead of coincident we will put distance, and we will put that value by 2. Now we got that exact value. to put that distance. What we did, we did the total, we calculated the total distance clearance between the two parts and then divided it into two, that half of the clearance is there and half of the clearance is there. Okay, now second part we have to assemble end cap. Just open it, and we have to lock this with this. Then we will put concentric relation, coincident, no problem, and second this hole. But in this case you will have to new constraint and rotate it little bit, and now this and this constraint. Okay, but one constraint is still available, you can slide it. So we will again take a new constraint, right click, right click, right click, right click this surface, and right click, sorry, this surface. We got the part, and here fully constraint. Okay, now again another part. This is piston or piston. Then our piston should have two relation with two bodies. First of all, the piston should slide into this bore, that means sliding relation or rotation or two, and this circular part will be also joined with this, with the connecting pin. Here it is not connecting pin, so we will decide join a relation between these. Instead of a pin relation, we will select cylinder relation. Cylinder leaves two of the relation. First is the rotational, and second is translation. That means if we put a cylinder relation on any two bodies, or any one body, then it can also rotate in a direction and translate in a direction. Just it asks for axis of alignment. That means this circular body and this circular body. Now it can also translate in this section and also translate in this section. It's up to you. Now we will click new set. That means this connection is complete, and we will put a new set, because we have to also specify a relation between this and this. Now it's okay. Just we can do this, and if we okay, regenerate. Okay, it is in its own place. Now if we will move this point, just go to drag, select, sorry, okay, no problem. We will have to make. Now I will show you how to edit a part into context mode. That means we are in assembly, we will not have to go to part module to edit our part. I will edit our part here itself. Right click and activate. This will activate part module here. Now extrude, add this face, bring to front, select a rectangle, and changes to shading with edges, and bring to front. Now we will draw a rectangle little bit, just to get a slot. If we will change the direction, change its length little bit, and change it to cut extrude, and okay. Is it okay? Now if we will have to go to the assembly again, just activate. Now okay. Now drag component, select this point, sorry, Ctrl D, drag, select this edge and rotate this. Here you can see our relation is okay. Cancel, close. Now again we will have to put a lid on this base part, as we used all of the parts. Okay, base part, select open, and this is the rigid part, that it does not move with any of the relation, so we will rigid it. Now new constraint, and select this and this. Okay, but still it have a new constraint left empty because it can be moved. So again one more surface, coincident, and okay. Now our assembly is complete. Just we have to analyze it. Sorry. Now go to applications, mechanism, and now all the relations between each parts is visible. It's cylinder relation 2, pin relation 2. Now use these parts. Just go to mechanism analysis. Before that we have to put a servo motor. Select a servo motor, select this thing. Here you will see two of the colors, one is sky color and second is green. Green color shows a rigid body and a sky color shows a body which will move due to this motion. And if you will see here any of the red sign, red framework, that means that part is going to stop your rotation. That means that is conflicting your rotational part. Here framework of green shows rigid, sky shows light sky shows you movable part, and if it is red, then that is conflicting your rotation or motion. Select profile, which type of motion you want. I want velocity, and select the magnitude, then let it 100 rpm, apply and okay. Just and mechanism and run. During the mechanism you will not be able to rotate this part. If you will put run, yes, again, now no rotation can be done either. Put okay. Now just position it either you want. Here you are seeing a green sign on the pin. This is servo motor sign, this sign. Now playback, select the analysis which you have done and playback, start. Now you can analyze each and every movement of this part. If you want to run this motion fast, you can just drag this, the motion becomes fast. And if you want to slow, you can use this to analyze deeply. Okay, if you want to put it in a whole loop, you can put it in a loop. That means it will first rotate, go start to end, and then end to start, again return. Now if you want to capture this, that means you want a video of this, then just go to capture, select the files where we want to save. Just I am saying desktop and engine. Instead of desktop I save MDX file. Okay. And select the resolution, which format you want to save, and just okay. It will automatically generate frames and save it into your video. This your video is complete. Just go and see. This is your video engine. Just run. There is something problem in my video player. You can see it in KM player. Any player it will support. In my case, in my computer, VLC is crashing again and again. You can see this video. we had made. If you want to get it better resolution, you will choose this resolution section to get more accurate value. Cancel, close. This is the first tutorial, and second I will discuss in next part.